doing a little bit more than we've seen. What? Can you not find yourself? No. Issues? A few. There you are.
Just gonna bring one of those fucking shirts.
What fucking shirts?
One
Shirts
of those-
fuck?
One of those.
Cole looks frazzled.
One of those.
That's putting it mildly in it. Do you feel discombobulated?
I've been discombobulated all day long. I'm just gonna get one of those Judge shirts.
Yeah.
Wow. Pair of clean fucking glasses.
Cole? Dirty sunglasses? Wait,
Fucking
what?
Windex in here.
Why would I keep Windex in here?
That's not what I said at all.
What is it that you
I
said?
said I don't have my Windex in here because I've had the Windex in my one. Need a couple of buttons. Oh, you.
What?
You need a couple of buttons in them. Yeah, you got.
Yeah, but actually, it came that way. That's sewn in.
It just not that big anymore. So you're listening. Oh, knock it off. Fuck. Don't play to the crowd.
Well, duh. That's what you're supposed to do.
Hey, kids. We got all kinds of people on here.
That's what I.
It's good to get people on there on a nice day out. People are still coming. It's 'cause it's hot. It's hot as fuck. They came in.
It's
That's
hot.
hot.
It's hot.
Hey, right now we're also live on our YouTube channel, which hopefully you're all part of our YouTube channel as well. Just saying. I hope you guys excited for KSN. It's only like 40 some days away. It's like fucking almost here already again. Fuck. And if you ordered your Judge this shirt. I'm a nails fan. I've been nails since his wedding.
You had a wedding this week.
Had a prison wedding.
On Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't got my stuff in. Okay. Wow. It's just it's small.
That camera needs to be over a smidge because it's catching the back of your phone. See that? No, just turn it a smidge. There you go. Perfect.
You're a liar, but sure not working. Why are you nervous? Don't be nervous. There's nothing nervous about KSN. I'm the only one that gets to be nervous about KSNs. And this was my birthday, so I'm overly nervous. Okay.
You're nervous.
Actually, I'm really not, believe it or not. I think we got a bunch of cool shit to do for it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Shenanigans is all. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Larry. So I think this, yeah. I'm more nervous about the fact we're going to public tomorrow. So, coupled with, we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that on the show. Fucking glasses are dirty as fuck. Fucking. I just had this giant fucking finger goop right in the middle of my fucking eyes. It's just fucking like, what the fuck? Maybe that's just something on my eye. No? Alright. Let's probably should start the show, shouldn't I?
Whenever you want to.
Yeah, okay. Alright, kids, you ready? Let's fire this hoe up. Hey, you crazy motherfuckers.
Oh, that's right. I'll start it over. The microphone wasn't turned on.
Oops. Hey, you crazy motherfuckers. Welcome back to another edition of Krazy Truth about swinging. I'm the host with most. I'm Cole, and I'm here with the lovely, and sewed up buttons, Miss Amanda.
Hey.
And we're here to titillate, and otherwise get you fucking off. Not really. Actually, if you saw one of my posts or my tweets earlier today.
Your twits?
Twits. My twits, one of my tweets.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a poke, fuck off to people. It was like, I wonder, just what if, there was more to the lifestyle than just fucking. I'll show you the post it was a response to earlier. Cole's got an attitude problem. Anyways, for those of you following at home, we record in front of our secret Facebook group, Casbank. Shh. Don't tell the others. We're also live on our YouTube channel where we want the world to see us. Come visit youtube.com/Casba. And we've got great sponsors, which let's hear from our sponsors, shall we? Okay,
hey,
great.
Are you hiding behind the sunglasses?
Am I? Maybe.
I don't know. I'm like, well, are you
Possibly.
trying to be a disguise?
I am. I'm incognito. This is season 6, episode 263. I did forget that. It's my first time doing the show. We'll tell you all about that too. Why I'm incognito in just a second. Anywho, shout out to our sponsors. Hey, you know what? It's barbecue season. It sure as fuck is. I'd say so. And what better than to visit our friends at SmokinMeatBBQTreats.com. That's right. It is a meat rub company that is owned by swingers, so they know how to rub some meat. And you know what? They've got flavors. We've got giveaways. They've got flavors. Hickory dust, lemon pepper, SPG, orange mango, habanero. I should say that.
I know you do.
And pineapple paradise. That's the swinger one. It makes you fucking people know, doesn't it? Just say it. But anyways, check them out. Smoking Meats BBQ Treats, bbqtreats.com today. Also, hey, you know what? Your safety is extremely important, as it should be. You need to take charge of your safety and don't let anybody else. Don't count on other people to do it for you. That's why you need to get My Cup condoms. That's right. They are the biodegradable cup condom. They're designed to be like a one-night thing, one and done. They're going to fit all bottles, cans, glasses, or even mini pitchers. Check them out. You can actually get a discount when you go to mycupcondom/discount/Casba10 to get 10% off. If you're a bar or a restaurant and you would like to sell or you'd like to be able to offer My Cup condoms, reach out to us. We have we can get you the right people with that as well. You know what? Sex toys, gotta love them. But who wants to use something you gotta and hand you're all tired when you can just hop on and go for a ride, a Motor Bunny ride. That's right, MotorBunny.com. You want to make sure that you check them out today because you can get a $50 discount. You go on there, Casba sent you, and you can have the ride of your life. Fuck like a rabbit, kids. It works. All right. Once more in our midway point of the show as well, because we have lots of folks that sponsors and we are appreciative of them all. Okay. One of you looks hot and the other is cold. That's pretty true. Just saying. I am incognito because it has come to my attention that I'm a dick. So we don't want anybody to know me, don't recognize me. And so, you know, just in case. I'm a dick. That's, you know why? Because you're around a dick god. Dick. Just dick. So, yeah. So it's one of those things. So we're happy to be that way. Just saying. It's almost like the middle finger stands for something. Who'd have thunk it? No, it's not what it stands for. But
wow, you're just kind of on fire this evening.
Well, here's the deal. I'm excited. Like, things are going to get crazy wild around here because, one, today I had to take an emergency trip to the vet, which the vet is an hour away from us, to the vet with our big Willie, our big great Pyrenean, and we're pretty sure that he has a ruptured, either torn or completely, either partial or completely torn ACL. So we'll know on that next week. So that was kind of fun.
And on a three-legged dog, that's not good.
Yeah, on a three-legged dog, that's all the way across the board. I do need my sunglasses licked. Whoever has balls enough to lick my glasses, go for it. And then to add to the excitement, what better way to help a dog stay relaxed and calm than to introduce a puppy? So, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go pick up the puppy. We're taking the third puppy from Natural Finds. So we're taking the third puppy, and we're pretty excited about it. He is his name is Elvis. We'll introduce him next week on the show.
No, we won't.
Yes, we fucking will.
Why?
Because I want to. He's a bundle. Because they've seen Jack, they've seen Willie. They need to see Elvis. He's a little bundle of joy. We know that he is part beagle, but he's also part hound dog. So he's actually
We don't know.
he's going to be a bigger dog. So yes, we do. He's part hound dog. That's why his name is Elvis. So there we go. And so we're excited, and yes, he's going to be big, and it will be just fine, and that's what we love, big fuzzy puppies. And Cole's going to train this one the right way. So there you go. Really? You done?
No.
Anyway, so there you go. So we had a fun weekend. So yes, the lifestyle is about more than sex, but let's start with sex. So we had a fun weekend this weekend.
We sure did.
We sure did. You had a super fun weekend this weekend.
Sure did.
You just turned into a coochie monster.
Is it like a cookie monster?
Similar, but they eat coochie.
Oh,
That's pretty much what it is. And so I don't know how. We don't know exactly. It was a barbecue. It was a lifestyle event, so it wasn't like you were just at a vanilla barbecue and just started eating pussy or having pussy eaten. But potatoes, whatever. The bottom line is, somehow or another, before it was over, you and three others friends were busy just nom, taking turns. Everybody played nice. Everybody stayed in rotation. There was proper appropriate
each other
tapped out. Next up, all the guys kept their tongues and penises back and just watched. There's some song in it. It just sucked, but whatever. The song that some of the girls like that. But then we had one girl that and I was in charge of the music, and they wanted something about cake or some shit. I don't know what that is, so I just played the Mana, the Muppet song. And you know what? You ate her pussy. She passed down, and everybody moved on, and everybody was laughing while this was going on because it was the Mana. So it just shows anything's possible in the wild world of Casper. That's a big thank you to Island Riders for their barbecue. Obviously, things that were on the menu, they had cookies. They had.
I had way too many cookies.
You sure did. They had.
Okay, well, there's that.
They had cookies. They had. There was like some fruit trays. There was some potato salad type things. There was some pulled pork and pulled chicken, and there was yes.
Pulled pork and pulled beef.
Okay, that and then pussy. It was a weird order. You ate and ate cookies and drank, and then it was like time for another main course.
Like well after we ate.
Pretty much, it was by the pool. It was a nice evening. It was a little chilly, but not bad. It wasn't too cold for girls to have clits out, and so that's awesome. And yeah, so there you go. So now, as I told the story, the title of this episode will be "Clits and More Clits," so people click on it.
Coochie monster.
Coochie monster. Yeah, C is for Gucci. So yeah, and I have to say, all four of the ladies had lovely pussies. Lovely pussies. So there was not a single fucking splunking silliness amongst the four of you.
I got squirted on.
You did. You got glazed. So we had you got glazed. The girl passed out. I would be because when she comes, she does. And it was just it was all around a great time. One girl turned a couple shades more purple than your shirt because she was while she was getting eaten out. And again, like I say, basically, if you're holding up scorecards for pussies, absolutely, there were 10s all the way around. So everything was kosher and good job, ladies. Keep up the pretty lips. Lots of pretty lips. Just saying. Lips. No. Anyway, so to the Island Riders folks, we're excited for next year's fun ride, and the expectation is that the longer train, and we'll call it good. So make sure that that should go on the itinerary for all time now. Would you like to add anything to it?
I had a really good time.
Would you like to make the sounds of the evening?
No.
There was that.
There was none of that.
I was a little bit of that.
Not as froggy as you sounded.
Well, no, because none of you are guys that smoked for 30 years. There you go. See, there you go. Now, how does that sound? Wait a minute. Do it again. Do it again. So that's how it sounds when you're in between our thighs. Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you. I'll be here all week. My impersonation of eating pussy. Anyways, okay. So
I got nothing.
Great show. All right. Well, there you go. That's all I got. I'm going to shot my wad with that right there.
Did you shit your wad?
No, I didn't. Actually, I didn't shoot my wad. I didn't. Surprisingly enough, I did not. I certainly enjoyed the show. And I wasn't train wreck drunk by any stretch.
You weren't. I was
No.
impressed.
I mean, I had liquor in my system.
Y'all were doing
Not
shots
liquor.
of tequila.
I was doing shots when people hated me. I'm a team player like that. I was making out with a girl that had made sure to let me know multiple times how when she first met me, she thought I was a huge dick.
That's not the first time we've heard that.
No, actually, that's almost like a standard operating procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody who liked me the first time they met me, I'm kind of in trouble. I don't stand a snowball chance in hell. But if they had low expectations and assumed I was a complete cock knocker to begin with, then I eventually ended up making out with them. So that was fun.
There you go.
I used to be a dick, I guess, whatever. So there you go. So we had that going on, which was a lot of fun, and good times had by all. So and now we're ready. We're embracing the week. We're tackling the week. A whole new lease on life. Get ready for KSN 2, my birthday, and we're ready to roll.
I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Ish. I mean, to physically be there.
Yeah, no shit. You just want to chill out. You were ready for the dick. You got dick lined up all over the place. He's slapping you around.
I do?
Don't you?
Where?
At KSN. What do you mean where? Do you not have dick lined up? What are you waiting for? Get out, get your shit together.
I don't even know who else going.
You know what that would be? If you were more active in the planning stages, you might know that and you could start dick picking.
Dick
Picking. Hey everybody, I'm out harvesting cock.
Who's all coming Thursday?
Yeah, exactly. See, look, we've already. Don't worry, folks. The tea party was such a smashing success. It will be another one. So yeah, but you could be dick picking. Get with it. Get on board.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out.
It is what
And
it is.
figure out when.
Yep. Huh?
And figure out when.
August 4th to the 6th. So that's where you're gonna do that work for you.
Right. And I'll have to find timing.
All you have to do, we'll put you on a wheelbarrow and no clothes. And we'll just wheel you around. We'll add a stand so somebody can ride the wheelbarrow and fuck you as we're wheeling you around to the next thing so you can be getting fucked as you. So you don't even have to stop. It'll be fun roll. Roll and fuck. Roll and fuck. Here comes Amanda's roll and fuck.
Pretty short for a wheelbarrow.
Well, we can put the stand, however. I mean, look, talk to the plane to see if they'll let us get a golf. See if they'll let us use the gator to haul you around the gator because it's got the open back, so you can lay in the back and you can fuck on the way to the event. I'll ask. I'll see what I can do. Nothing up this sleeve.
Or they hit.
I'm just saying. Amanda needs to fucking go. Fucking go. Yep, there you go. So yeah, awesome. Pretty cool. Okay, so
wouldn't that be your motor bunny?
Could be. Which we're gonna have those out there. They'll be thumping all over the fucking place. Mm-hmm. Yeah, DoorDash, absolutely. Gotta have a Lordo out there too. Peekaboo. Anyways, so all kinds of cool, fun, and cool shit. So
rock on.
Yep, absolutely. So this week, what do you want to talk about? Want to talk about anything you have to say? No. Well, you went and did your test because our next big event before KSN is actually Exotica in Miami. So now there's between getting ready, we're also getting ready for Exotica in Miami, which is going to be pretty cool. A whole new world that we're going to, and that's what it's all about. So that's gonna be pretty fucking cool and pretty badass. So that whole process of getting ready for you to fucking start, you gotta start picking outfits and exactly what outfit are you gonna wear to greet the pizza delivery guy? Sing dong, bow wow wow, bow wow wow bow.
Pair of fucking jeans, maybe lounge pants. What am I?
You want to know what's really funny?
What?
I hope that one of the scenes you do is a pizza delivery guy.
Why?
Because I hope they bring real pizza. Because as God is my witness, you know me, I'm gonna eat a piece of pizza.
Is there real pizza in there you'd really like to eat?
Well, here's what's gonna be funny. For the first time ever watching you fuck, I'm not gonna be able to crack jokes.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna have to keep my mouth shut, or otherwise. So no lightsaber comments, no fucking glaze comments.
For you, isn't it?
It's gonna be a motherfucker because I have to sit quietly and not be like, She's going. Yeah, that's like a totally new thing for me. Yeah, because my natural instinct is to start cracking jokes. And although everyone would find it funny, but everyone's trying to get as much content shot as possible. So me sitting over there being fucking Captain Comedian is gonna go over about like a fucking they'll be like, you need to leave if you can't keep your mouth shut. Which then I'm gonna meet the pizza delivery guy and get half the fucking pizza before I go. Just saying. So there's nothing better than the pizza delivery guy scene.
Have you ever watched a porn that had a pizza delivery guy scene in it?
Yes. Yes,
I really?
Yes,
I have not.
Here's the thing. I might.
My Pornhub is stuck on college orgies.
Wow, you little slut.
I don't know why.
Because you ready to go fishing for young
No, I was looking at one
wieners?
of them, and I'm like, this girl's just laying there, just going, not moving, not making facial expressions, just laying there, and I'm like, wow.
Larry, the 70 sound effects are the kicker. Wow, wow. Yeah. No, yes, there's been pizza delivery. I'm going to be the pizza delivery guy. That's my goal.
There you go.
I want to be the pizza delivery guy, like the dorky one that doesn't get laid. It's like the experienced pizza delivery guy, because I'm kind of fat, fat and old and not hot. Like training like the young guy, right? This is how you do the pizza delivery. Oh shit, you forgot to give me your change. I'll go wait in the car. That'll be like my big scene of the thing, and then he'll come up and fucking rip your ass. I mean, if I can get paid for that, fucking I'm in. Amanda does Miami. Nah. Anyways, so which you're not going to be on the beach because of the toxic sludge, but which is kind of what your vagina could be like at the end of the weekend, and you do enough fucking I'm kidding. Joke. It's fun. Anyways.
So yes, today I went and got tested.
Yep, you got tested.
So I'm all ready to go.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to get tested again.
Like 3 days before.
Yeah. So when we get to Miami, the first thing we have to do is get tested so the next day, because you have to have within 72-hour results. But it was time for you to get tested anyways, which is why you did. So it's like, okay. So this way, you were going to anyway. So it was just like you were armed with. We were able to tell our friend who was our doctor why, which is
the nurse. She was hilarious. She's like, so are you having any symptoms? I'm like, no. Oh, just want to get it done. She even said, so, but Cole, your husband comes in and has it done too, doesn't he? And I said, well, yeah.
He's also a porn star.
And she goes, that's what I thought. He came in with you. Well, that's yearly, but sure, we'll count this one. Sure, whatever. So then she's like, okay. I said, here's the deal. I'm going to go do porn, so I want to have this done ahead of time. So when I go down there, so everything's peachy.
Well, we just got done with an event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
well, even the doctor's like, well, we tested for all this before. And I said, right. And he goes, well, but they all came back negative. Right.
Yeah.
And I said, but I played with some people. And he goes, gotcha.
This is the funny part. He's very cool about the whole thing because he does know he is a friend. But they don't put two and two together. Like, this is the reason we come in more than once a year is because in theory we fuck more than once a year. So it's like not quite grasping it.
It's like, come on, hello.
So and honestly, okay, so this kind of leads perfectly into what I want to talk about tonight, because up here in our part of the country, there was a scare. Basically, a form of here's what happened. One group got told that there had been a single male that in certain states, providers are required to report if people have chlamydia, gonorrhea, HIV. Iowa is one of those states. So they had been told that a single male had HIV and had been at events. Mm-hmm. Right? And so in turn, and kudos, they were letting other groups in the area know. Mm-hmm. Right? And so the first part of this thing that's really fucking badass is that I started to see posts about this as far away as I saw them in Texas, I saw them in the Dakotas, I saw them in Wyoming, Kansas. I mean, there was a huge state race. So the network of the lifestyle, like, it did exactly what it's supposed to do.
Mhm.
Letting people know. Now, here's the thing with this. We always pass stuff along, obviously, because that's important to us. But we also do our independent research on it because, you want to know you want to have a better understanding of what's going on. As close as we know, it was probably a hoax.
Mhm.
That aside, the coolest thing is that you saw on groups and pages all over the place, admins, moderators, people, if you need help finding a place to get tested, let us know, we'll help you. You saw like this total, like, hey, let's help. We had 5 different people reach out to us in small communities asking, can you help us find a place to go get tested? Because obviously, sometimes in small towns, going to your family doctor isn't quite the thing to do. Mm-hmm. So the positive of this part is it got it in people's mind. People were thinking about it and going to get tested. And of course, when you say HIV, people fucking ears perk up. People are like, holy shit. So there's positive with it. But the questions, the shit that came up with this was mind blowing. When the questions that people had, and there's no such thing as dumb questions, but people actually, the concept of getting tested and what you need to be tested for, that was part of one of the things that was absolutely insane with this whole thing. What do you need to be tested for? How often should you be tested? And so you start watching on these pages, the comments, right, coming up, and they're all over the place. Mm-hmm. And you go, wow, do we need to go a long ways? I mean, it's holy shit. It's a reminder. We all have to take responsibility for ourselves. You cannot just assume, this is like my cup condom. You can't just assume someone else is going to make you say it. Right. You can't. And it's amazing how many people, the conversations, that have to come up and how to be tested. That's the other thing. Right now, a lot of people are going to go, oh, another show about testing. Yeah, but here's the thing. Are you being tested right? Because think about this for a minute. We've learned through the years, throat swab, you can be tested and test negative and get a throat swab and find out you're positive. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, you can get herpes in the throat. It's out there. Same with anal sex. It's not just probably close enough. It doesn't work that way. And how many doctors aren't telling you or don't know when you say, I want to be tested for everything, what that means. That's the part that's really mind-numbing with the whole thing. So the question I wonder is, with most people, is how often are you really getting tested, and the justification that people use for not being tested, right? So on Full Swap 101, people have said, well, the justifications, we only play in a small group of people, right? We know the people really well before that we play with. Well, we don't get tested off after every single new person, or after every person, because we got tested on Friday and played on Saturday. We were just tested, so we're good. I mean, these are just some of the things that are like, this is like real shit, right? So that's part of the conversation. It's like, testing is expensive, or can be, but
there's places you know where it's not.
Exactly, and that's one of the other cool things that you saw with this. Mm-hmm. You started seeing people all over different states talking about their health departments.
Yeah.
So their health departments are, you're safe there. They're bigger places, and like the one in Omaha was like $15, to go get tested. So the thing is, there's really not an excuse not to be tested. And that's the thing. Did you see any of the responses on Full Swap that you just went, what the fuck?
I didn't see any. I've been swamped.
You've been swamped. You are actually working at work.
I know, right?
You need to quit that. That's just silly. But okay, so here's the question: as a gal, right?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody new was to say to you, how often should they be tested? What do you what would you think? I know what my answer used to be. It's like, oh, every 6 months at least. But what would it be now? Seriously.
It depends on how active.
Well, if they're new, so they don't know that.
At least quarterly, if you're playing a lot.
Do you think is that all you would do? If you're
It
playing
depends
a lot,
on your definition of play a lot.
uh, right?
I mean, sometimes playing a lot is once a month.
Well, right, but in theory, each time
But
then you should
sometimes
be
there's some people that are banging it out
if you're playing once a month,
multiple
then you
times a
should be
week.
probably tested once a month. Don't you think? I mean, that would be the thing is that you want to be. The concept is that people don't understand that just because you were clean when you went into it, you don't know that you're clean again until you've been tested after you've been with somebody new.
So what you're saying is every time you have sex with somebody, you should get tested.
Yes, in theory you should. The problem we're all guilty of the fact of that we get into a comfort zone with people. I mean, seriously, we all are guilty of that. I get it. We've been there. You start playing with the same people, right? And it's so easy to fall into that they're okay. I mean, look at how many people through the years have said to us, well, that we started off with way back in the day, that the first couple times they play with somebody, they use condoms, right? Mm-hmm. And then as you got to know them more, they wouldn't.
True.
And it's like, and I get it. That's the slippery slope of it. It's like, but I'm comfortable. I trust these people. Yeah, but I mean, how many, enough people in the lifestyle, there's a blurred line in the lifestyle from lifestyle to vanilla sex, right? I mean, especially when you throw poly and things like that in there, right? So the lifestyle, in theory, we push the concept, but the vanilla world is even worse. So, I mean, if you venture, or if somebody else ventures and takes a dip in the kiddie pool of vanilla, who knows what human sludge they're coming back with?
Oh.
Larry, yeah, Sarah. Every time you play, Larry, but you don't know who your regular friends are playing with. That's just it. It's just, I think it's interesting. I think everybody's worst fear when they're new is they're terrified of getting something. Totally justifiable. Nobody ever likes to admit the concept that if you do this long enough, every time you fuck, you're upping your odds. It is what it is. You can stay awake. All of a sudden, you just look really tired. All of a sudden, you just like, you look really tired. I know you're trying to whenever you're working. I get it.
Are you really saying tired. I look like shit?
No, I would tell you if you look like shit, you look tired. There's a difference. After 30 years, I'm going to tell you if you look like shit. Do you want me to lie to you?
Do I look tired?
You look tired. So here's my question. How do you broach the subject, ultimately? Like Larry said, like you're playing with your regular friends, you don't know who they're playing. How do you broach the subject with people that you've played with regularly, that you do have a different relationship with? How do you broach that subject with them without offending? Did that make sense to you? I'm looking because I'm trying to see if you kind of look like at first I was going off the rails.
No.
Okay. I was just asking.
Well, I don't know. If you're really good friends with you should be able just to say it.
Well, you should, but if you're really, you're not going to get offended.
Are you exclusive, or do you play with other couples?
I play with other couples.
Do you use protection?
Come on, you know me. What difference does it make? I'm playing this with you because the reality of it is that if most people, if you have been, and it's awesome. Steve flat out asked, do you guys get tested? Carla Vince says, have the balls and just ask. Mike says, you look fantastic. But my thing is this, and yeah, you should. But the reality of it is, quite honestly, a lot of times what will happen, is my fucking phone ringing?
Yeah, your phone's ringing.
Oh, good Lord.
It has a name to it, too.
A lot of times what will fucking happen, though, is if someone said to you, if you've been friends forever, going, hey, I need to know, are you getting tested? The reality is, you're asking a legitimate question. How that's perceived is totally different, and that's why I think people don't ask that. Because I think if you've been fucking somebody, okay, you and Pedals are not a fucking boyfriend girlfriend, okay? You're not a poly thing.
Right.
But if you were, if after 3 years all of a sudden you go, hey, I'm really fucking concerned. Are you getting tested? Or hey, you know what? I want you to start using a condom because I'm getting concerned. His response is going to be, if you were boyfriend girlfriend, it's going to be, what the fuck? You not trust me? What do you mean? That's going to be human nature. And I believe that a lot of people will take, and that they will not risk the relationship to ask that question.
You shouldn't, because if they're not honest with you and they can't even say anything, then really are they worth being with?
Right, and that's all good and grand to think it. But the reality is, the question becomes, are you willing to basically lose that relationship? And the standard answer everybody's going to say is, absolutely I will. And I'm going to say, just like where everybody goes, we always use condom, absolute bullshit. I'm going to call complete and total bullshit. Everyone will say, fuck yeah. You know what? Fuck yeah, I'm going to say, no, you won't. Nope. No fucking way in hell. No way in hell. Because I guarantee after 12 years in this, you sit around in groups and you know what you do not hear close group of friends talk about? They're fucking STDs. And I'm going to say, I'm going to fucking call it out right here, right fucking now. If in 12 fucking years, the groups of friends that we've had, with all the people we know, right? Have you ever, well, I can count on one hand the group of all the people we've known in the lifestyle, not just friends, people we've known in the lifestyle that have ever admitted to having an STD. And bullshit, if with all the people we know all these years, that less than 5 people have had an STD. Bullshit. And I'm gonna call them. And that becomes there becomes the issue. The scarier part of it is, it's scary that it won't get asked ahead of time, right? That has its own form of like, oh, what the fuck?
Well, think about how many times, well, especially when we first started off and we played as a couple. When you sat there and visited with another couple, how many people asked you?
None. And we were just as good, but full disclosure, we were just as guilty of not asking ourselves. Mm-hmm. Still to this day, I have been just as guilty of not asking. Like, the reality of it is that I've been just as guilty of, I hate condoms just like every other man on the face of the earth. I hate condoms. Have somebody goes, our thing, I'll say, what's your rules? Because we've always been partner's choice. Mm-hmm. And I'm the first one to go, fuck yeah, sweet, we're on the same page, yay. The scarier part of the question becomes, once something does come up, if you won't ask the question ahead of time, are you, do you, should you, on testing, whatever, will you answer it honestly when it comes up, when you have something? Because here's the other reality of it, in my opinion. Some shit can't, it doesn't, it's asymptomatic. There's a lot of shit that's asymptomatic. 2, if they're active enough, if you don't fucking say anything, didn't come from you, you know what I mean? And I guarantee people have that thought process. We talk about ghosting in the lifestyle all the time. Has anyone ever thought why somebody just disappears? I'm not saying that every time someone's left, that's why at all. But can that be in there? Larry puts it, trusts a very thin line in the lifestyle. Absolutely. But there's the challenge that we have, and this is like an old person problem. I know it's like, and we hate Cole. See, I told you I was a dick. This is an old person problem. Because well, think about it. When we were kids, right? And whatever limited sex ed that we got. The sex ed, the reason that condoms were the primary reason for a condom was so you didn't knock somebody up. Yes, so you don't get STDs. Right? Yeah, I remember my dad talking in the Navy, they talked about wear rubber so you don't get an STD, but primarily so you don't knock somebody up. The primary thing was pregnancy. So now I'm 51 years old, almost. Right? So guess what? I'm like, she's had a hysterectomy. She's had a hysterectomy. Everybody's had a hysterectomy. Sweet. So all of a sudden, it's easy to go, well, my number one concern is pregnancy. Don't worry about that. Away we go. But that's not the reality of it. And that's the part that I think is interesting. I just feel like I'm just totally just doing my own thing. Let's take a quick midway break real quick.
No, I'm just listening to you.
A midway break. A quick shout out. Don't forget asnlifestylemagazine.com if you want to know everything that's going on in the lifestyle as well as in the adult world. ASN Lifestyle Magazine, make it a habit to read the each month's edition. Don't forget, you can still vote till June 30th, twice a day. You can vote for on ASN Lifestyle Magazine Awards.com. You can vote for us for Best Retail Shop, Full Swap Shop, Best Sporting Business, Full Swap Radio, and Best Expo Convention Trade Show, which would be Krazy Winter Nights. So check those out. And remember, it's a lot of fun to fuck. Sure is. Fucking's fun. Swimming around in the jizz afterwards, not so much. So make sure you get your very own NoMoreWetSpots.com. It is a blanket that was designed and made specifically for bodily fluids. You know, if you hold it over your hip, you won't get jizzed.
Snorkel.
Yes. It is designed to be machine washable, machine dryable, and so you can enjoy sex without having the hours to clean up afterwards. Make sure you take and put full swap in the promo line when you go to NoMoreWetSpots.com to get your 10% discount today. There we go. Okay.
What did you just do?
Ready to do my computer break. Okay. Sarah put, you can still get someone pregnant. Absolutely. You can still get someone pregnant. There are people.
You can still get STDs.
It's
just is the risk.
It's just it's an interesting topic because even the lifestyle has changed in the last 12 years that we've been in it. Right? So OnlyFans, fucking fans on OnlyFans and all the different platforms. There are more people that are venturing into content creator, so there's more travel and whatever to make videos and do things, which is taking and changing the landscape a lot. There are more companies that are coming out and encouraging swinger videos, right? But the testing stuff doesn't go with it a lot of times, and that becomes the challenge. So then when you have events or you have a scare like what circulated through the community, the reason it's a scare is because there's a shit ton of people. Number one, everybody's like, oh fuck, it's the HIV. Everybody but the reason, if you always were getting tested regularly and you always use protection, you always did these things, you'd be like, that's really too bad. Luckily I'm doing it this way. Mm-hmm. The reason it's a scare is because it's a wake-up call to everybody going, oh fuck.
Maybe I should get tested.
When the description was a single male that had played with a couple. The fucking volume of couples that I was bombarded with. And then there was another version of it that came out that it was the couple, the single that got it, and the number of single males that I was bombarded with. Going, do we know a name? Do we know where? Do we know when? The reason we were bombarded with that, and I'm sure we weren't the only ones that were, because every time when we were being bombarded, that's people going, who in the fuck did I fuck, and is there a chance it's me? No judgment, because we're all fucking guilty of it, but that's the wake-up call with the whole thing, right? So, like at KSN, we brought in, no, wrong fucking, God, I need to change the initials so I figured it out.
Right.
At KWN, we brought in and had free HIV testing. And so now, because of the scare, another silver lining is we're working on getting the same thing for KSN, right? But, folks, it's fun, it's party, it's camping, it's boating, it's outdoor drinking fucking bonfire season. And in the swinger lifestyle, the only thing that's more exciting than this time of year is Halloween, right? Mm-hmm. Like the month of October, our season, swinger season, swingers are in season, vanillas are in season all year round.
Okay, great.
But is like May to fucking September is, and then October is swinger season. A lot of people are gonna get the most dick or pussy they're gonna get over the course of the next 4 fucking months. Could it be you? Here's the reality of it. If it is you, if it does happen, what happens then? So in some states, by law, you got to start spilling names who you fucked. Okay, because it's like felonies if you're fucking people. If you have something and you're fucking people, want to tell them that's like a felony. Okay, which is, I get the reason why, but it's like, what is your plan? What the most of the things you're gonna get, let me reiterate for the fucking people in back, most are treatable. Right? Some things are not treatable or they're not curable. But there's new superbugs that are out there. There's gonorrhea and chlamydia strains that are completely resistant to most of the current medications out there. Think about that for a minute. Just let that fucking feather land there for a second. So it becomes a thing of, what are we doing to actually protect ourselves? Like, all the time. And I'm notorious, I'm just as guilty as everybody else is going, most of the time. The problem with most of the time means the time in between, when it wasn't most of the time, when it was the other time, did you get tested? I mean, that's really that's the thing. So if most of the time you use condoms, or most of the time you use protection, but this time you didn't, that was the in-between time, did you go get tested after that? Don't know. And that becomes a challenge. I just feel like I'm just like doing a really long rant. I apologize.
I'm listening and interjecting a little bit here and there. I mean, there's not much to
I'm
say.
just boring the fuck out of people is what I'm doing. It's not a sexy topic.
My eyes are starting to get droopy, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not. I'll hurry. This is like when I do weddings and one of the matron honor is gonna pass out. I gotcha. Just have some water.
I have water.
Dr. Pepper, soda. So that'll keep you awake.
Carbonated cream cheese, I don't think so.
Anyways, it's not a sexy, fun topic, right? We just earlier talked about pretty pussies, and I'm sure there's pretty penises too, right? Ones that drip shit that they're not supposed to.
Ew.
One that are doing things they're not supposed to are not pretty. And it's like, so to avoid testing will help you get something solved very, very quickly that maybe you solve with a pill in 2 weeks on the sideline. Whereas if it just continues to go and go, nothing that is a disease is better if it's just left untreated. That's not like we'll just let the syphilis run its course. I can't remember which one Al Capone died of. I think it was syphilis. He was afraid of needles. And so syphilis left, I think it's syphilis. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's syphilis. That untreated will cause insanity. My dick made me crazy. But it's actually true. But yeah, look, luckily we're going to our good friend Goop. Not your OnlyFans page. That's awesome. We're googling what STD did Al Capone have. Al Capone STD. This is important. We're a show, it's the truth about swinging, so we have facts here. So this is important. We're not just making this up.
Syphilis. And gonorrhea.
Syphilis and gonorrhea?
Mm-hmm. But he also was experiencing withdrawal symptoms from cocaine use.
Right. Well, right. But the syphilis, they have studied on syphilis. That, yeah. So the thing is, if you don't treat it, you'll go nuts. And no one.
That was when he arrived at the penitentiary in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He had syphilis and gonorrhea.
Yeah. But he would never. He was afraid of needles, so he would never get tested. So Sarah, I looked it up. See it. Yep. Sarah, we got people got syphilis. Go cold. Random knowledge. I could be on Jeopardy. So the thing is, though, it's like, okay, this is the kind of stuff that I do. So here's my challenge to everybody, and it's a challenge even for us, is to get better at, or to try, or to at least try. I mean, look, everything's a habit. It takes time to learn how to do it, right? We know that. Is that to ask?
Verbiage is important.
Yes.
How you word it is important.
Yes. I know what verbiage means.
Well, you were looking.
Well, no, I thought you were going to expand upon it. I thought you were going to say.
No, because I'm not good with that shit. You are. You're Mr. Hallmark.
It's really not a card type moment.
It can be.
Does your dick or pussy drip? Is it crusty? And you know. So but the question is of in your conversations.
Hey, y'all get tested, don't you?
Right. Or hey, how often do you get tested? How often do you get tested? But you need to be able to answer that question back. Huh?
Do you ask them for proof?
You got to trust your gut on that a little bit. But here's the thing: you can't ask for anything that you're not willing to give.
Sure.
Which means, are you willing to give? Are you willing to be able to? Can you answer that same question? The better way is we're tested every X amount of time. How often are you tested? And if you're going to ask for proof, you had better have proof yourself. And look, there's a lot of places you can go and get tested, and you can literally have the test results right here on your phone. And I'm telling you right now.
Mine are just from today.
Right, they're here to show people. In the adult world, quite honestly, they don't take your word for it. They don't take your word for it. You need to show it to them. And it's going to show that when it was done, it shows time and the whole 9 yards. So the thing is, well, yours is from the doctor's office, not the one that set clinic. So,
I know.
But
my doctor's office.
I think if there's nothing wrong with having that information. Larry, you make a great point. Getting tested is being respectful to others in the lifestyle. It really is. Look, a conversation can be awkward about testing, but it's a lot less awkward than having to defend yourself against possibly giving something to somebody or finding out you had something and you gave something to somebody when you could have easily avoided it. And that's really what it amounts to. You have to be able to do that. I think there's nothing wrong with asking for proof as long as you have it. And I think if you're when you're going through rules, because everybody goes through kind of what their rules are, and I definitely think a key thing is if you're like us and you are a partner's choice or whatever, it's absolutely completely appropriate to ask the question, the follow-up question to say is, when was the last time you were tested?
Mm-hmm. It's always
if someone goes, I don't use condoms, okay. If you're okay with that part of it, if you're not, then obviously that kind of stops everything anyways. If you're okay with that part, then it's absolutely appropriate to go, okay, how often are you tested? The one thing I'll say about asking to see results, obviously you have to trust your gut. This is my personal opinion completely. If you feel likely that they're not giving you an honest answer, it's not so much about making sure then the test results, that you're seeing the results. You might reconsider whether or not you want to hook up with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for new people, part of the reason we're having this conversation, for new people, when we were new, and everybody else when they knew, you get this. We had sex with people that we would never, now we'd be like, no thank you. And if they would have kept having, we would have said, fuck no. But when you're new, you go, fuck, they want to fuck, and we're never gonna get to fuck again if we don't fuck. Yeah, we'll fuck. And then afterwards, you're like, why did I stick my dick in that? Or why did I let them put their dick in me? Because you're new. You're like, JoJo the Circus Monkey. You're like, fuck, what are you? And you just, if it doesn't feel right, don't worry. There's other people out there that it will feel right on. If they answer that question of when they're tested, and you don't feel something just is off, it just doesn't feel right. I absolutely ask them to see results, or maybe reconsider hooking up. It doesn't mean you have to rule them out forever. You may understand. You may ask this. You may ask that question. You're going to throw some people off, because if you're sitting there right now going, "How would you respond if somebody asked you that question?" You're like, what? So there's a degree of patience and understanding, but you have to trust yourself and trust your gut a little bit with that kind of stuff, a little bit. But that's the challenge. Look, if we can all fucking practice on your spouse. We were talking about your close group of friends. What a great way to practice.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong when you're sitting there and going, hey, look, here's the deal. Yeah, hey, that girl's really fucking hot. I want to fuck her. Let's practice. We do in sales, you do all the time. You role play. That's.
And then you can ask them, would you be offended by how I asked that? Exactly.
Carly, you said teach us how to word it, please. You know what the best thing to do is? Talk to people. How does this sound? Mm-hmm. Does this sound snotty? Does this sound? And I'm going to put this up here too. And this, it goes for both sexes. I'm going to pick on you a little bit. But a lot of times I think it goes for ladies a little bit more. Ladies tend to have resting bitch face more than guys do. It seems like. Again, it's unscientific. And how you respond is huge. You can't look at somebody and go, well, yes, I do. Why? No. It doesn't matter what you're saying. What you're sending here is a big fuck you. You can't do that. You can't. Just like you have to think how you ask it, you have to think how you respond to it. If you get defensive when somebody asks that, if you get defensive with me with that, you know what I'm going to tell you? Go fuck yourself. That's everything I need to know. Because you know what else you're going to be a bitch about? If my dick doesn't work or if something else happens. And guess what? You can go fuck yourself. I don't care. I don't care if I ever see it again. It doesn't matter. So how you respond and answer that is huge. There's nothing wrong with being caught off guard. Anyone saying, oh, sorry, that kind of caught me off guard. That's a great question. But how you fucking respond, how you snip back or don't snip back is fucking huge. And you know what? It's both of your responsibilities to ask that. That's the other thing I'm going to put out there. I think that as couples, every couple in every couple dynamic has the outgoing member and the quiet member. Right? We all have it. It is what it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. And the thing is that question about testing is not the responsibility of one member of the party. Because here's the deal. I'm not fucking him. So I'm not going to read his reaction. I'm not going to get a feel for how he answers that. She is. So she needs to ask that question. She may let's see the girl, I'm going to hook them, maybe not, where we play alone. So it's not her responsibility to ask that question. You can't just go, I don't like asking that, so you're just going to do it. No. It's your body. It's your safety. And think of it this way. If you won't fucking man or woman up to ask that fucking question, how will you feel if you don't ask it and you bring the STD back to your bed, to your partner? Because they asked and you didn't. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. So, I don't know. It's one of those things, but if we all practice, ask people. Reach out. If you want to reach out and practice, obviously, place appropriate, please.
Yeah.
Okay, time appropriate.
Screaming at a public park.
But do that. Whatever it takes. But if we all get better at it, then maybe we'll never have to have those scares again because eventually everybody will be tested. That's complete. It'll never happen, but in theory.
Right.
So there you go. All right. Thank you very much. With that being said, kids, we're going to get the fuck out of here. I'm actually going to stay under 6 hours this time. Again, shout out to our sponsors, Motor Bunny, motorbunny.com. We appreciate it so what?
Do that.
All right, we're going to try it again. Oh, wait a minute. Larry Monroe has 3 times more opportunity to play than me. Just the way it is for us, but I still get tested so much, sir. Doesn't matter who plays how much. That's exactly it. Because I'm still going to bang her when she lets me. Sneak in there. Exactly, please. Okay. Motorbunny.com. Check them out today. Enjoy a quality sex toy, longevity, great customer service. Motorbunny.com. ASNLifestyleMagazine.com. 3 million readers can't be wrong. Make it a habit every single day, every single month to read your copy of ASN Lifestyle Magazine. And don't forget to rub your meats. That's right, our good friends Smoking Meats, BBQTreats.com. Get your meat rubbed today the swinger way. Lower, faster, harder. No more wet spots. Fuck, fun. No more splashing around afterwards. Quick and easy cleanup. No more wetspots.com. Don't forget to put full swap in the promo code. And also, obviously, My Cup Condom. So make sure you check out, hey, My Cup Condom is great for not just a lifestyle thing. My Cup Condom. Check it out, mycupcondom.com, /discount, /Casbah10. If you are a business that would be interested in learning more about how you can offer My Cup Condoms, let us know. Don't forget to check out Miss Amanda's OnlyFans account. That would be Miss Amanda Casbah. Follow us on Twitter @TruthCrazy. Visit our website, crazycasbah.com. Don't forget KSN tickets are still available on that website. As well, follow us on TikTok. I'm making videos, damn it. Dog one, cat ones.
I have TikTok in the morning.
All over the fucking place. One other thing. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. YouTube.com /Casbah. YouTube. So check it out today. With that being said, kids, doing it the only way I know how, the only way I want to, and the only way I ever motherfucking will. Casbah style. Out.
Bye.
End stream.